lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores! Partly sunny skies, 82 degrees in Corktown, Detroit, Michigan. And we're set for a hot Friday night of fast sports tournaments. D-Town Classic. Glad to have you alongside. My name is Chad Bush. It's the LCB Legends LCB Legends Black taking on the Markham Mariners. And we're glad to have you from the Corner Ballpark as this is our Friday night feature. We'll talk to both head coaches shortly. But this is an interesting matchup and a fun one between a couple of teams from a couple of different countries. Let's start first with the visitors from the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area. The Markham Mariners come in under their head coach, Brandon Lublin, and he has paved the way as a 4-year assistant, now in his second year as the head coach. And he brings in his club. He has roots back to Michigan and the United States in the Lakes area. And ironically today, their opponent is from the Lakes area in Metro Detroit. The LCB Legends Black, coached by Steve Anthony and based out of Commerce, Michigan. They're coming off their tournament in Indiana a couple of weekends ago at Grant Park. Both teams feel good about their opportunities in this tournament. This is the opener for both teams. They'll play 2 tomorrow and 1 on Sunday. Both teams with one goal: get to Sunday, get to the championship round, and get yourselves playing for some goodies on Sunday night. We'll step aside. We've got a great group of sponsors and coaches to get to. Stick around. It's the Preps coverage of the Fast Sports D-Town Classic.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores! Want to bring in one of our great sponsors. We couldn't do it without our sponsors and have these broadcast. This is Cole Allen, who joins us from The Paddock, Detroit. Racing simulator right down the street, one of a kind. You just opened in April. You just finished your first quarter. Yep. Tell us a little bit about how the first quarter went, and tell us a bit about this business. Really cool thing, especially for the kids.
Yeah. So first quarter went really well. We blew up in June and really kept that going into July to where we actually made profit first quarter. We had plenty of people in. We'd bring in 70 plus people a week at times, which actually doesn't sound like a lot, but when we have 8 simulators, then it's a packed house a lot of the time, especially on the weekends.
And when you walk into the Paddock, Detroit, it feels like an old school arcade, of course, from my era, and I know you're in your early 20s, but this is really a cool environment. It brings back some good aura and vibes of the old arcade days, but yet it adds the new technology. Yeah. Tell the folks out there exactly why they need to come down and check out this high technology racing simulator.
Yeah, so the simulators that we have at the Paddock they're as close as you can get to a one-to-one experience of an actual in-car experience. So we use iRacing, which is the simulation software that a lot of professional drivers use to train. Max Verstappen actually uses it almost constantly, and he's not doing great right now, but at first when he jumped on the scene, he was winning every single race because he already knew the tracks, and he knew every single pebble that was on them. And then along with our simulators, we have super beefy computers that they run everything seamlessly. It's full motion. The torque is exactly what you would feel in a normal race car. Everything is a one-to-one experience. So if you're ever interested in getting an in-car experience without paying the full price of an in-car experience, pop on down and we'll give you exactly what you want.
Awesome. Cole, tell us what the cost is for somebody if they want to come down from the corner ballpark this weekend, get involved, get in a car, and start racing. What is the typical cost range?
So we start at half-hour sessions, which are normally $32. But for families of the tournament this weekend, we do have a 10% off discount. So like I said, half hours start at $32, and then we do half-hour increments all the way up to 3 hours. So $32 for a half hour, $59 for an hour, so on and so forth. Yeah, that's about it.
How do they sign up? Where can they go, or who can they call to get signed up right now?
So you can either walk in to the building, or you can go ahead and book a session to secure your spot at www.thepaddockdetroit.com. And then there's just a booking page on there. You can go through the calendar. It's super easy to use. It's a great setup.
Cole, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you being a sponsor, giving these kids great opportunity to have memorable moments. And hopefully they'll come down and check it out here in Corktown, right down the street. The Paddock, Detroit. Cole Allen running things there. Thanks again, Cole.
Of course. Thank you.
All right, there he is. Back with more on the Preps coverage of the Fast Sports D-Town Classic as we roll on from Corktown right after this. Welcome back in the Preps coverage of Fast Sports D-Town Classic. We couldn't do it without our sponsors, and we've got one of the good ones, one of the great ones. Mitchell Moore joins us from Corktown Tap House, just across the street, 2 years in now. And you've got a really cool operation. We've been over there quite a bit over the last couple of years, and even in the off season. Tell the folks why it's so cool and unique, and uniquely placed to the corner ballpark.
Well, we've definitely had some fun in there over the last couple of years. It's definitely a unique space. So we have 4 duck pin bowling lanes, 3 augmented reality dart lanes in case everyone doesn't have enough competition. So we can keep that going. Got Michigan's largest self-pour tap house. We have 76 self-pour tap house. We've got beer, seltzer, wine, cider. So a little bit of everything for everybody. Got a good non-alcoholic selection, full cocktail bar. So we've really tried to make a hub for not only just adults to be at the bar, but for the entire family. Come out and have some competition and have a little bit of fun. And thank you for having me on, Chad.
You bet. The concept is so cool. Like, you get to pour it yourself. I mean, I love that. It makes me feel like I'm in control of this drink. Like I can pour myself a triple. I mean, it's not the case. It's a controlled pour. But what is it that you see that the consumers really love about this sort of operation?
2 things. The biggest one is that you can try almost everything. So if you want to take ounce pours, you can try 8-10 Belgiums. You could try a bunch of IPAs and keep it afloat. The other thing is the wait times. So you don't have to wait on a bartender 10, 15, 20 minutes when the bar is packed. You can go up, and it's a very large 39-foot wall that wraps around. So you can find a spot and get a beer, and checkout process is quicker. And then if you still want a cocktail, you can go up to the bar.
You mentioned duck pin. Now tell some of the people out there what that is that may not know about those types of games.
Duck pin bowling's quite fun. It's about half the size as a normal lane on string pins, and it gets them going a little bit faster. So you get 3 shots at it, and balls come back quicker. Pins are on strings, so they reset a little bit faster. So you can get through some games with some large groups a little bit quicker.
I foresee some competition after the ball game amongst the prep crew.
Come on over.
We're going to have to come on over, man. Thanks a lot. Absolutely. We've had a great time with you, Mitchell Moore, Corktown Tap House. Thanks for bringing a place like this to Detroit and to Corktown. And thank you for being a great sponsor.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Come on over. We had some great food and some good games.
No doubt. We will. That's been proven. More to come on the Preps coverage of the Fast Sports D-Town Classic as we roll on from Corktown in Detroit. More to come right after this. By combining cutting-edge technology, data-driven assessments, and proven training methods, BDG's experienced coaching staff, led by Mateos Skakatos, is dedicated to helping athletes develop the skills, confidence, and mindset needed to reach their full potential. Many current and former BDG staff members bring Major League Baseball experience
including Toronto Blue Jays chiropractor Dr. Ryan Faubert, who leads BDG's on-site sports therapy clinic. Dr. Faubert and his team specialize in injury assessment, rehabilitation, performance therapy, and return to play programming. And it helps athletes stay healthy and perform at their best. Whether your goal is to improve your game, reach the next level of competition, or recover from injury, BDG provides everything today's athlete needs under one roof, or from the comfort of your home through its remote training programs. To learn more about BDG's cost-effective professional-level programs, visit www.baseballdevelopmentgroup.com or follow Baseball Development Group on Instagram and discover why so many athletes and families trust BDG to help them reach their next goal.
All right, now we're with head coach Steve Anthony of the LCB Legends Black, getting set here to play at Corner Ballpark on this beautiful Friday night for baseball. You're a Lakes area-ish based team. Talk about the excitement level of your team right now as you guys are getting ready to play this game.
Oh, these kids are very stoked right now. We play out of Commerce Township, and for them to see the games that you did in the past, to see the play-by-play that you did there, and for them to be part of this at this stadium is they're very excited. They've been talking about it since I told them about it. So yeah, it's a very exciting time for the boys. Looking forward to seeing the game here today.
We are too. You've had 5 tournaments or so to kind of see your team, watch them gel together.
Yep.
How fun has it been, and what have been the positive takeaways of this team bonding through these last 5 tournaments?
Well, it's been pretty awesome. So, our first tournament, as I told you before, we didn't have our best showing. But in our second tournament, we came out and won. We're number 1 in pool play, kicked butt, played really well. And then the rain hit us on Sunday. And then, our next tournament, we did a very similar pool play, came out number 1 again, and then lost a very competitive game. And then the team that we beat the day before won the tournament, so we were that close. So, then we went to an open tournament in Indianapolis. We played some tough competition there, and maybe not on our record, didn't do as well as we wanted, but we played good baseball. So now these guys have had a week off. They're ready to go. Again, like I told you, those guys came home from that loss in Indianapolis, and they were in the workout room at 2:30 in the morning.
Did you join them?
I was about to, but the last time I joined them, they all left the room, so I didn't want to do that again.
You show them up, Coach.
They
have to bring their A game.
They would have to bring their A game. They've usually got their A game though, so I have to bring my A game to hang out with these guys. So yeah.
So they're literally pumped up to play this game coming off that tournament. But those kinds of things bring guys together. I know your son's on the team as well. You probably get some feedback of what the vibes are with your squad. This must be nice to know that you guys are home for this tournament and you get a chance to play a game just a little bit away from home to have the feel of a nice tournament.
Yeah, and to be at a venue like this right here, kind of in our backyard, this took us 40 minutes to get here, So all these other tournaments, it's a long drive, and obviously it's not a venue like this.
Yeah,
so yeah, this is awesome. It's kind of a bit of a, you get that break on the 4th of July, and then you got to come back from that. So this is a good start to the second half of the season, essentially. So kind of like our All-Star break, essentially. Sure. Maybe a little farther along than that.
The kind of play on this surface, artificial surface, I'm not sure where all your tournaments have been, but any altering of the gameplay because of this? It's a historic place, but there are some nooks and crannies that if a ball gets past you, I mean, you're running for quite some time.
Well, so my biggest thing on that is how big center field is. With I think it's 440 out there is what the Tiger Stadium used to be. So what we'll do is we're going to pinch our corners in the outfield. So we'll have our right fielder and left fielder will play a little more towards the gaps than they would normally, because if something gets over our center fielder's head, then he's scoring, right? So, and we'll have our center fielder play a little farther back. So those are the biggest things, and obviously the foul ground there is no foul ground. You can get to any ball that's hit foul in this place here. So that's kind of what the mindset of, there is no fence to really worry about running in foul. So, yeah, it'll adjust a little bit, but, we played in some big parks before. Not this big, but, yeah.
It's an international battle today. You're playing a team from the greater Toronto area. How cool is it to have kind of an American-Canadian battle, too, here on the prep?
Yeah, it makes it even more exciting. Yeah, it was nice. I met him here a little bit ago. Seems like a nice guy. It'd be a good game. Yeah.
All right, all the best. Thanks for being a part of this. Look forward to seeing you hopefully tomorrow and the rest of the tournament.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. We appreciate it, Steve Anthony.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you as well.
All right, we're back for the start of this ball game. Coming up just around the corner from the corner ballpark, the Preps coverage of Fast Sports D-Town Showdown. Controls right after this. Welcome back. We're with the Markham Mariners manager, Brandon Lublin, and we're excited to have the Markham Mariners at the Fast Sports Tournament and here on this Friday night. What an exciting time to be at the corner, former place of the home of the Detroit Tigers. I know very special and historic for you to bring your Mariners back here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thanks, Chad, and looking forward to tonight's game. Yeah, we were here a couple years ago in Detroit under a fast tournament, and it was successful. We made it to the Sunday championship, didn't win, so this is our opportunity to tackle that feat again.
You didn't win, but there was a lot of success and fun that was had on that trip that made you want to come back. Talk about some of those things that the Fast Sports tournaments and specifically the D-Town Classic offers to you and your club.
Sure. Well, I mean, I have some roots here in the Detroit area, and it's somewhat of a home away from home, at least from when I grew up as a young one. And the opportunity to bring my team, obviously my son who's on the team, and bring his teammates to Detroit to experience, a great game in great facilities, is second to none. So the opportunity to be here to compete and enjoy the game of baseball is important.
The way your team plays the game is inspiring. It's a gritty team with high effort, can really run the bases. You guys have manufactured runs well this year. Is there any kind of strategy that changes with the field conditions here at the corner ballpark or based on your opponents here this weekend?
Yeah, well, interesting question. So, I mean, we don't play on turf ever in Ontario, in Toronto area. So this will be new for my team. My infield is prepared. However, we didn't practice on turf, so we don't know what to expect. So, but I did, experience a little bit of practice where I'd set them back a little bit to, take those longer hops as the ball bounces off turf quite differently than grass. My outfielders have to be ready to run after that ball if it gets by them. So it's definitely a different game playing on turf, and tomorrow will be another game on the same field condition, and grass of course will be in the afternoon. So it's different, but you know what, the field conditions look beautiful. My team's excited. They definitely step up when the challenge is put in front of them to play on something different. So we'll look forward and seeing what they have to bring to the table.
You have roots, as you mentioned, back here in the Lakes area here in Metro Detroit. You've seen both sides. You've seen American baseball. You've seen Canadian baseball. What is it about Canadian baseball that gives you a good vibe that it's here, it's now, and things are thriving in the GTA in this game of baseball? It's not all about hockey with our friends in the Great North.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, first of all, obviously the Toronto Blue Jays being a huge success in Toronto, in Canada. The grassroots of baseball in Canada has grown tremendously since I was a little one playing in youth baseball. The opportunities of playing all year round indoor with travel teams that go to the U.S. even in the off season. There's just so many options now for players that want to commit to the sport. Yes, we still have Canadian roots in our DNA, and a lot of players still like to play hockey in the off season, which is just part of our culture. But the opportunity of Canadian baseball is on the map. More Canadian ball players are finding their way to the MLB, which is exciting to see. So, yeah, I mean, in terms of what we are expecting, listen, U.S. baseball has always been, tough competition. We've seen it when we were here a couple years ago. I see it among some of my peer teams that come to the U.S. to play. So, yeah, I mean, it's a challenge for us, which is one of the reasons why we like to come here.
Welcome back home. Yeah. It's always going to be home for you, and we appreciate you joining us and being a part of this broadcast live stream. Hope to see you again tomorrow. All the best tonight, and thanks so much, Brandon. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much, and looking forward to the game, and appreciate your service tonight.
You bet. More to come in the Preps coverage of the Mariners against the Legends tonight from the corner. We're just around the corner. Come on back right after this.
Lowering the shoulder. swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Happy Friday night from the Corner Ballpark in Corktown, Detroit, Michigan. We've got our 4th game of the day at this facility. So many games going on around Metro Detroit. We'll get to that later. But this one here and now between the LCB Legends Black and the Markham Mariners out of the Greater Toronto area. There you see Coach Lublin, who brought his club down 4.5, 5 hours away. And they're ready to rock. Coach Lublin, as you heard in the interview, has Michigan roots, has American roots, but tonight he's fighting for Canada and fighting to win one on this Friday night against the LCB Legends Black out of Commerce Township, Michigan. And we'll meet the starting lineups for the Legends Black about now. They will start with Caden Stoddard leading off and in center field. Batting second at shortstop, it's Lucas Naspinski. Batting third at third base, it's Grayson Agrest. The cleanup hitter is Ray Bychek, who will do the catching. Colton Fletcher will bat fifth. He's the extra hitter. Will Johnson will bat sixth. He's at second base. Austin Lorraine is in left field batting seventh. Antonio Peavy is an extra hitter in the 8th slot wearing number 10. Grant Lesko is going to be pitching tonight, and he's in the 9 hole. Quinn Frickin will bat 10th. He's at first base. And Brody Anthony's in right field to round it out for the LCB Legends, coached by Steve Anthony. Coach Anthony now in his 4th season, 7th overall that this team has been together. And there you see the right-handed pitching of the Markham Mariners. That's Lublin, Adrian Lublin, who will get the nod on the hill for the Markham Mariners. And Lublin is a guy that has now been on this club for 8 years. And pretty cool situation being coached by his father. Big fan of steak and potatoes. 15 years old and has battled some elbow issues. But he's back on this club, and it's a new club. It's a AA level, and in the Canadian system, it's single A, double A, triple A, and then expert. So that's kind of how it goes from lowest to top. But nonetheless, this is a good right arm, and Adrian Lublin. And look, this is a guy that throws strikes. And you want to win games, you need a kid that can throw strikes. Lublin's your guy. He's still working on that breaking ball. You'll see it tonight. He can get hitters off balance with that breaking ball. Just hasn't consistently thrown it for a strike. But he will be on a bit of a pitch count as well tonight. Canada with very strict restrictions on their pitch counts. And we're set to go from the Corner Ballpark, and the first pitch up and in for a ball. Your home plate umpire tonight is Jonta Wright. Taj Mustafa is in the field. The next offering from Lublin is fouled back and against the net here before it got to the posh apartment complex there behind the first base dugout of the Markham Mariners. Beautiful night for baseball in Detroit. The Tigers are in town as well. And a part of this tournament, the D-Town Classic. Lublin pumps a strike on the outside corner for a strike. Caden Stoddard is the batter. Caden Stoddard, a super sub for a lot of this year. Plays out of Lakeland High School, and he's a good one. And the right guy in that leadoff spot. 2-2 to the leadoff man, Caden Stoddard, the center fielder. Played on varsity this past year as a sophomore. Good multi-sport athlete, good speed, and he's drawn the count full from Lublin, who steps off the mound and resets himself. We'll set the defense for you shortly for the Mariners. Stoddard awaits the full count pitch, and he draws a leadoff walk. So keep in mind a lot of newness to this tournament, really for both teams. Yeah, the Markham Mariners were here a couple years ago, but remember, it's artificial surface here, something the Mariners don't have the luxury of in the GTA. Stoddard is on at first. There he goes. There's a soft liner that's going to find its way in the Bermuda Triangle and lose itself. That'll be a base hit if you're scoring at home. Just a little looper over the head of Lublin. He couldn't do much with it. And it fell right in front of the shortstop for a base hit, right in front of Hutchinson. And so 2 men are on, nobody out, and here comes Grayson Agrest, the third baseman. Pitches outside. If you're Lublin, it's just a tough luck hit. If you're Naspinski, it's a base hit. You'll take it. It looks like a hard line drive to right in the scorebook. Here's the big left-handed hitting third baseman, Agrest. With 2 men on and nobody out, that's a strike from Lublin. Perfect night for baseball in the D. A battle of Canada versus the US of A. And we've seen all this soccer competition. Upstairs for a ball, we get an international battle here on this fun Friday night of the Fast Sports Tournament. 2-1 the count, 2 men on. Stoddard on second, Naspinski on first, and that one just misses upstairs, according to Mr. Wright, who's rarely wrong. 3-1 to the lefty Agrest. Strike. Well, he said take your base. That wasn't a strike call. We'll get to know each other. So the bases are now loaded. And so Lublin is going to get a conversation from his catcher. And so out to talk to him comes Sorrenti, Hunter Sorrenti, his catcher. And, if you're Lublin, I mean, you're really that soft liner away from having this inning a bit more manageable. But right now, he's in a tough spot. This is Ray Bychek, the big catcher who wears double nickels. Bases loaded, full of Legends black. And Lublin pulls the string with an off-speed changeup for a masterful strike one. Nobody out, nowhere to put him. Bychek awaits the Lublin right-handed deal. Popped him up, this will get out of play. Courtesy chase by Jacobs at first. But that one's back amongst those posh apartments again, and a hipster's going to throw that back into the field how you think a hipster might throw a baseball back into the field. Just a joke. Relax, guys. Pitch is inside. A little brush me back. Brush me back to Bychek. Lublin ahead, though, 1-2. First inning. Fouled at the plate and off the foot of Bychek. This is a workout warrior and one of the leaders. In fact, this was the guy that went down in the hotel lobby after that tournament in Indianapolis a couple of weeks ago at Grant Park and said, let's get together. It's 2 a.m. Let's start working out. Let's get better. Let's bond. That one's fouled back. I mean, that's a meathead move, and I love it. Some people at 2 a.m. are ordering up a pizza, dialing up a Uber Eats. Not this kid. He's pumping metal. And he recruited the whole team. Coach Steve Anthony almost came as well. 2-2 the count. It's a team that works together and works hard. And right now, in a scoreless game, they've got a big opportunity. Lublin trying to shut the door and get the first out. There's a sharply hit ball to short, backhanded by Hutchinson. Throw across the diamond, and he got him. What a throw by Hutchinson to Jacobs, who scooped it off the turf. A run is in. It's 1-0 LCB Legends Black. But how about the fine defensive play by Hutchinson to keep this to just a one-run game?
LCB takes a 1-0 lead on the ground out by Ray Bychek. That's going to bring out number
There you
26,
see it, the throw and the stick with it by Jacobs. And so there's one out. A run is in. Stoddard has scored. And that'll bring up Colton Fletcher. So it's an RBI ground out for Ray Bychek. And it's 1-0. LCB Legends Black. Top of the first, one out. Agrest at second. Naspinski at third. And that one's too tall. Colton Fletcher, the extra hitter. He'll be followed by Will Johnson, who's in that on-deck circle. Mariners trying to get out of the first. Throw the nerves aside. Fine stop by the catcher Sorrenti, who's looked solid behind home plate. Again, it's a different look and feel when you're on artificial surface and you're not used to it. Some might say it's easier to feel the baseball, and it's probably true, but when you're not used to it, it takes some time. So they're not interested in giving anything too nice or juicy to Colton Fletcher. They'll pitch to Will Johnson with runners on the corners and one out and a run in. Will Johnson, also from Lakeland High School. He's an Eagle in the offseason. As you get a look at Lublin trying to get it together. There's a ground ball to second. Handled, throw to second for one. That's the only play they'll have. In to score comes Naspinski. It's 2-0 on the RBI ground out by Will Johnson. And here's another look. Just bat to ball. And a solid fielding job by the second baseman, Eason Mitchell, to get the out at second. Good footwork as well to throw back to his shortstop, Danny Hutchinson, to get the secure out number 2. Here comes Austin Lorraine. There goes the runner, and Sorrenti's going to eat it, rightfully so. Fletcher at second, Agrest at third. 2 runs in, 2-0 for the pride of Commerce Township, LCB Legends Black. There's a swing and a foul tip back into the glove of Sorrenti. Austin Lorraine, the left fielder, batting with 2 men in scoring position and his team up 2-0 with 2 outs. Lublin trying to get out of here. And it's fouled back. Lublin has thrown 27 pitches already in this inning. Now, again, the restrictions on Canadian pitchers, they're a little more conservative up north. And so this could be his only inning. They'd like to try to get him to throw again later on in this tournament. They've got 3 games after this. There's a ground ball in the hole, backhanded by Hutchinson. Across the diamond, and the ball is thrown too high. It's over the head of Jacobs. 2 runs are going to score. It's 4-0. LCB Legends Black. Hutchinson went in the hole to grab it. The throw just aired it a bit. And no chance for Jacobs to grab that. And with the ball going over the net, both runs score. 4-0.
Number 10, Antonio Peavy.
Here's Antonio Peavy as that pitch is floated over the outside corner for a strike called. Well, they called it a ball, my bad. Lublin's offering misses again. The Legends with a fast start. And it looks like might have got crossed up there. And Lorraine's going to take advantage and get down to third. That was as well a ball, so. Swing and a miss. Antonio Peavy, guy who's been with this team since 9U. Goes to Milford High School, plays some football as well. Does some relief pitching on this team, cuts and fouls it back. 2 runs in. And then another 2 to follow in the last sequence to make it 4-0. One of those runs will be earned, one unearned in that sequence with the error on the shortstop. Full count, 2 outs, runner at third. Peavy awaits the Lublin offering. Got him on strike. Strike 3 struck him out, inning over, but not before. The LCB starts things right with a quadrant of runs here in the first. This tournament is sponsored by the Paddock Detroit, Detroit's premier racing simulator lounge. Keep the competition going off the field with professional-grade racing simulators for athletes, families, and fans of all ages. Walk in and get 10% off your visit or book online using promo code DTC10 for the same discount. Bring the team and see who takes the checkered flag at the Paddock Detroit. Must be over 4'8" to race. Go find them in Corktown, our neighbors, the Paddock Detroit. Good enough? Time for the Markham Mariners to get the bats in order. And this is how the Mariners will roll them out. Here's the starting 11 for the Markham Mariners out of the Greater Toronto area, managed by Brandon Lublin. Jesse Agnew in right field will lead things off. James Atherton is the extra hitter batting second. Alex Georgiadis is at third base batting third. Austin Mavru is in left field batting cleanup. Adrian Lublin is doing the pitching and batting fifth. Bennett Giffen is in center field batting sixth. Batting seventh is Danny Hutchinson, the shortstop. The second baseman, Eason Mitchell, bats eighth. Reed Jacobs is at first, batting ninth. Hunter Sorrenti is doing the catching, batting 10th. And Cameron Moriera is the extra hitter, batting 11th. And they will face the right-handed pitching of Grant Lesko. And he will toss to Ray Bychek. And a comfortable 4-0 lead at this point for LCB and Lesko. And when you look at Grant and what he likes to throw, he also is a strike thrower. And good-sized kid, good size, 6'1", 170. Throws a fastball, curve, changeup, and that fastball can get up to 78, 79 at times. Novi High School is where he attends, and he was on JV this past year. He had 3 or 4 complete games this season. So Grant Lesko is on the mound. He will face Jesse Agnew, who also loves him some steak. He's in the 11th grade and 5'9", and he's ready for battle, and that one hits him. So right out of the gate, Brandon Lublin said, look, this team is full of guys that are gritty, that are willing to wear one for the team. And right away, it's the leadoff man, Jesse Agnew, who finds his way on base. So here is James Atherton, the extra hitter, as the throw back to first From Lesko to Frickin. Ooh, that got him upstairs as well on the shoulder. And are they going to give him his base? They're going to say it hit the bat. And now Brandon Lublin wants to have another discussion. And Atherton says, no, it hit me on the shoulder. And so now that's agreed upon. And so the Mariners answer with back-to-back base runners. And they earned it. They wore it. So this is a game that you never know how the twists and turns are going to go. But for the Mariners to get a couple of free passes that quickly, it can change to a little more optimism despite the 4-run deficit. This is Alex Georgiadis, the batter. Georgiadis steps to the plate. Goes to St. Augustine Catholic High School. And his father, Steve, is one of the assistants. Also, Eugene Lee, Michael Stringer are assistants, not on the trip. But they've got some great duties that they've contributed to this team and will continue to. So, Georgiadis, the batter, the third baseman, has a couple of guys on. And this is a guy that can do some damage. He's been coached by Coach Lublin now for 4 years. Bright player, high IQ. And he looks at one there for a strike. And a high IQ take. When you've had a pitcher that has hit 2 batters and thrown a ball, it's smart to take a strike. And of course, the high IQ Georgiadis took one. That one is looped to left field. That one is down for a base hit. And it gets beyond the left fielder, Lorraine. Rounding third, headed home is Agnew. And he will score the game's first run for the Mariners. So how about it? Let's get another look at the base hit from Georgiadis. And yeah, getting used to that turf. Solid job by the center fielder Stoddard to back up Lorraine to keep that thing from further damage. Atherton stayed at second, and so it's 4-1. And the first 3 batters have reached for the Markham Mariners. Quite the answer for the boys from Canada. They play in a wood bat league back home. So playing with metal bats was something that got these Markham Mariners really giddy. By the way, Markham is just outside of Toronto. It borders it. It's about a 30-minute drive to downtown Toronto from Markham. Back to second with a bluff. And Lesko getting Atherton, I would say dirty, but there's no dirt, it's fake. Swing and a miss, and there's some of the high cheddar that you'll see out of that right arm of Grant Lesko. Real soft-spoken hurler, ready to work, works quick, and that one's taken up and in. More games to be had after this one. There'll be an 8 o'clock nightcapper for those who can stick around. Off-speed pitches taken upstairs. Austin Mavru is the batter with Atherton on second and Georgiadis on first, and a full count. Big pitch coming from Grant Lesko. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. Lesko with an old school country commerce fastball for strikeout and out number 1. There you see it, just above the belt. and blows it by Mavru. So here comes Lublin, guy who we've seen on the mound already and got a chance to, pardon the pun, help his own cause here. He represents the tying run. Lublin puts a bunt down, fielded by the pitcher Lesko. With 2 outs for Bennett Giffen. And Giffen pops it up. Bycheck with a mask off, and he makes the catch to end the threat. So 2 runners stranded, but a run in. And a little fight back for the Mariners from Markham, 4-1 from Detroit. Detroit Nutrition, located at 97 West Warren Avenue, a local smoothie shop serving healthy shakes and energizing mega teas. Follow them on Instagram at Detroit Nutrition _ and be sure to stop in and say, "What up, doe?" Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5. Detroit Nutrition. Right across the street in right field, right down that right field line, you can find them, Momento Gelato Coffee, right at 2120 Trumbull Street, or find them at 313-974-6054. Refreshing gelato and coffee that'll perk you up for days. Momento Coffee and Gelato, right here in Corktown, across the street from Corner Ballpark.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Ah, yes, beautiful night in Detroit. The Tigers are in town, and all part of this great D-Town Classic. Players get the opportunity to go down to Comerica Park, just a few blocks away. The Markham Mariners, and that is Lublin in the dugout, getting that right arm looked at. Again, that was a concern coming in, and even a gutsy start by Lublin to go out there, but he has been replaced now, and a new pitcher in the ballgame for the Mariners, and it is Alex Georgiadis, the guy who had the RBI single, and he loves him some pasta. He can hurl it a bit, and we'll see how effective he can be against the LCB legends Black, who put up 4 runs in the first inning. And right now, they have a 4-1 lead. And coming up is Lesko, who will bat for the LCB Legends. It'll be Lesko, Frickin, and Anthony due up in the Legends Black second inning. My name is Chad Bush. If you're watching this and you want to broadcast this summer, maybe in this tournament, maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday, maybe next week, maybe never. But if you do, we'd love to have you. info@theprepsports.com. Tell us when your game is, and we'll let you know how you can be a part of this broadcast as well, just as the Markham Mariners and the LCB Legends Black have chosen to be a part of this one. And we're glad to be here. We thank Ron Reed of Fast Sports, the captain in the captain chair tonight. There's a lot of dialing up to do when you're leading the way and navigating a tournament of this with like 187 teams. And Ron's back at the control. He's the mothership. And Jeff Hubbard's somewhere out there. I think we'll see Jeff tonight jumping around to 7 or 8 different fields. But anyway, the hardworking folks at Fast Sports we thank for being our partners in this great tournament. There is a swing and a miss, and that is strike 3, or no, strike 2. Okay, let's go. They're going to call it a strike. 1-2 the count. Alex Georgiadis is on in relief for the Markham Mariners. Swing and a miss. That is strike 3. Georgiadis with a little nasty, gnarly off-speed pitch. And so there's 1 up and 1 down. How about this? Boom. That's like Necro. That's a Necro knuckleball. So Georgiadis with a little juice. So 1 up, 1 down. There's a shot up the middle. That's a base hit. So the base hit for Frickin, the 10 hitter, who comes up and smacks one right up the gut. And the first baseman has a 1-out single. Not trying to do a whole lot with it. Just hit it square, and he did. And so now here comes Brody Anthony, the right fielder, and the left-handed hitter. And Anthony lines one up towards us. My man Anthony trying to feed us a souvenir. Oh, if that door is open to this beautiful luxury box we're in, that ball comes in here. How about it? Brody dialing one up for us. Throw back to first safely is Quinn. Swing and a miss. Anthony the batter. That offering's inside. Got away from Sorrenti for a moment. The 1-2 got him on strikes. So Anthony's out, second out of the inning, the second strikeout of the inning for Georgiadis. Nice little run down and away. Got some solid movement on his pitches. Georgiadis has been a valuable member of this team's relief pitching core. And he's been kind of a money player for them in big time spots. Georgiadis also out of St. Augustine Catholic High School. Toronto Maple Leafs, his favorite Major League Baseball team. Ernie Clement, his favorite player. Two 2-0 the count. 4-1 our score. Here in the top of the second inning. The second at bats for the LCB Legends out of Commerce Township, Michigan. Players from all over northern Oakland County. Off-speed pitch gets away from Sorrenti. Down to second goes Frickin, who's now in scoring position with 2 outs. So Caden Stoddard, the batter. And he looks at a strike, taking all the way. Stoddard also on the mound has been impactful this year, just like he has in the field. Shortstop, catcher, center field. And he'll take his act to first base with 2 outs. And that'll bring up the two-hitter, Lucas Naspinski.
Next up for the Legends, number 44, the shortstop, Lucas Naspinski.
Scored a run and singled his first time up. It was a 4-run first inning for the Legends Black. Trying to get back that one run they gave up in the bottom of the first to the Mariners. On in relief this inning is Alex Georgiadis. By the way, Atherton is now at third base, replacing Georgiadis. That one's fouled back. 1-1 your count. Lucas, a great athlete, fastest guy in the team. This guy runs a mile in under 5 minutes. Not only the fast twitch, but the slow twitch works well with this young man. First to second, nobody beats him. Run 5 miles around Corktown, he'll beat you there too. Must be nice. Runs cross country, track, does a little hoops. Well-mannered kid as well. The deuces are wild. 2-2 with 2 outs. Runner at first is Stoddard. Runner at second is Frickin. Georgiadis to the set and deals. Let's do it again. Two games tomorrow for both these clubs. They'll sleep well tonight. LCB staying in Royal Oak. That one's outside. Pardon me, Markham is staying in Royal Oak. LCB, I'm not sure if they're staying in Northern Oakland County or if they're hanging out here in the great hotels in Detroit, but wherever they're at, they'll try to tidy up tonight. Full count, runners go. The pitch, strike 3 called. Georgiadis strikes out the side and puts up a 0 in the second in a much-needed shutdown inning. Do you want the best ham sandwich in Detroit? Not too far down the street, right on Michigan Avenue. It's there for you. Mike's Ham Place, long-standing Detroit sandwich shop known for its large, fresh, off-the-bone ham sandwich, split pea soup, bean soup. They've got it all. It's been a Detroit institution since 1974. Go find him, get a sandwich, get some soup. 3700 Michigan Avenue, Mike's famous ham place. The crew is enjoying Happy's Pizza. And of course, there's other things to enjoy besides the pizza. The ribs, the chicken, the seafood. Detroit's original square pizza since 1969. Multiple locations throughout Metro Detroit. You can order online at happyspizza.com and follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Don't want to cook this summer, too hot outside? Go get Happy's and get happy. We thank them for the crew food today from the Corner Ballpark.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Players, families, and baseball fans, keep the fun going right across the street at Corktown Tap House. Grab incredible food from 1834 Scratch Kitchen and authentic New York-style pizza from Bella Forno. Explore Michigan's largest selection of self-pour beer taps. Then challenge your friends to duckpin bowling or our augmented reality darts. Great food, great drinks, and fun for the whole family, all just steps away from the Corner Ballpark. We'll see you at the Corktown Tap House across the street from the Corner Ballpark. We are The Prep, giving you over 200 live broadcasts as Michigan's leader in live streaming. And we do it at the youth level, the travel level, and of course, the high school, the college, as partners with Wayne State University up the street, where there's also baseball going on at Harwell Field. And we're also partners and proud partners of the Detroit Pistons. And we broadcast all 24 of the home G League games of their affiliate, the Motor City Cruise. So, bottom of the second, Markham Mariners up to bat. And this is the 7-hitter, Danny Hutchinson, who's looked pretty smooth at shortstop today. And Danny lines one foul off the building behind us. Really a beautiful scene here at Corktown. This is the former Tiger Stadium. And, of course, Briggs Stadium as well, and many other names, but the last name was Tiger Stadium. And Tigers, of course, have moved down the road since to Comerica Park. Swing and a miss. Hutchinson will try to run it out, but the strikeout is finalized by Bycheck. And so 1 up and 1 down. Historic Tiger Stadium. Who could forget that final game and the Robert Fick grand slam cleared the roof in right. Some wonderful moments. The 84 World Series, 1984 World Series championship by the Detroit Tigers. Some wonderful memories here. The 68 Detroit Tigers, of course, winning the title. And many, many more memories at the corner. Now known as the Corner Ballpark. And a proud provider of a lot of youth high school events, such as this. And Fast Sports is great partners with this gem of a place. And what an honor it is for these kids to be able to play. And how wonderful it is for Fast Sports to provide this opportunity of this tournament experience. And that's what Fast Sports does. It's not just a game, it's not just games, it's an experience. Strike called. And Brandon Lublin wants time. By the way, this is Eason Mitchell, the second baseman. And okay, some clarification. 2 balls, 1 strike. Brandon Lublin was counting. 2-2, 1 out pitch. Or 2-1 pitch is now 2-2. Well, if we could get the scoreboard operator, the umpires, and the prep on one page of a call, that would be amazing. Strike 3 called. Lesko with a backwards K. And Mitchell is out on strikes. This is a really nice looking pitch from Grant Lesko. Yeah, nice run on that outside corner, hug the plate. And Jonta Wright says, strike 3, you're out. So 2 up, 2 down, and Lesko deals a bit low. This is the left-handed hitting Reed Jacobs, the first baseman. Jacobs out of Bill Carruthers Secondary School. Pitcher, first base. This guy can really golf and ski as well. And he's one of the hype men on this team. Swing and a miss, and Lesko is just straight dealing. And right now, when you're in this kind of rhythm, and Lesko's only thrown 25 pitches, this is what strike throwers get in this kind of rhythm can do. Mariners trying to put something together with nobody out, nobody on here in the second inning. Grant deals and just missed a bit high. Lesko wants to breathe that one out. Another look. Yeah. Yep. Was off. Solid fight right now by Jacobs. Swing and a miss, ball in the dirt, Bycheck up with it, throws to first to Frickin for the final out. We go to the top of the third. It's a 3-run lead for the Legends Black out of Commerce, Michigan. Glad to have you on this fun Friday night from the Corner Ballpark in the D. Three Kings Sports Cards and Collectibles has been a trusted destination for sports enthusiasts and collectors since opening their doors in 21. With 2 convenient locations in Canton and Detroit, Three Kings offers a wide selection of sports cards, TCG, sports apparel, memorabilia, and collectibles. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, their knowledgeable staff is dedicated to helping you find the perfect addition to your collection. Three Kings, home of the Trade Night, a monthly gathering where collectors and enthusiasts come by to buy, sell, and trade in a vibrant community setting. Come by, be a part of it. We bring the best service, product quality, and all-around fun atmosphere to our store. Check out our cards, crack jokes, come hang out with us at Three Kings. Visit our friends at Anchor Bar and Grill, Detroit's neighborhood bar. Great food, great times, ice-cold drinks, located at 450 West Fisher Freeway in Detroit, just down the road from the Corner Ballpark. They've got great wings, pizza, and of course the cold beer and the juicy burgers. Since 1957, always a great call at the Anchor Bar and Grill. Who's ready to get in beach mode? It's the Fall Bash, powered by Fast Sports, and we've got it on the September 12th, 13th weekend. Join us. There's still spots for the Beach Mode Fall Bash, powered by Fast Sports. We are the Prep, proud to bring you broadcasts live from the Corner Ballpark in our great partnership with Fast Sports and Fast Sports tournaments. If you'd like to get a broadcast, we're available. We've got some space tomorrow and Sunday. Info at theprepsports.com. Follow us on social media. We're on TikTok, X, the Gram, the book, and right here on YouTube. And we've got some folks out there. I've got proof of it. There's some comments floating around, and I love it. I'm flying solo tonight. And I love hearing from our fans. And want to shout out Jeanette Santos. Jeanette Santos has been all over it. Cameroon, Vamos, Aura. Yeah, I'm all about it. I'm all about all three of those things. The offering is fouled, and that might have gone off the tootsies of Agrest, the third baseman, and he'll walk this thing off. Let's see this thing again, Boss Ross. Get him on the toes. Yeah. And you know what? Those dang leg protectors don't help either. I don't care what you say. If you wear a leg protector, it's almost a jinx. That guy's going to foul it on a space that the protector's not on. Anyway, he's all right. This guy's tougher than a $2 steak. And Agrest will foul one back. And watch out, Chris Armani Rose. Almost got our camera guy up there. Here's another look at this foul off the foot. A big bend. Oh, off the top. Oh, anybody who's done that, like Agrest did, understands that pain. So back out for his duties on the mound is Alex Georgiadis, and the righty has been dealing since he came on in relief. He's trying for back-to-back shutdown innings. Tough customer here, though, and he's even at 2-2. Agrest is an aggressive hitter and a guy that leads this team in nearly every category offensively. He went to Bloomfield Hills where he was a Blackhawk this past year, and he fouls one back. Another great northern Oakland County community. Grayson Agrest, the 3-hitter. Can pitch a little bit as well. Lefty against the righty, Alex G. from the GTA. He throws. Got him on strikes. His 4th K. All 4 outs recorded by Alex G have been with a K. And this one, again, just a crafty pitcher. Just kind of has a little tail run to it. And, you know, his coach talked about this, Brandon Lublin, how stingy his staff is. And when he needs a guy to come in and help somebody out, he's had that relief most of the year from Alex Georgiadis. And with 1 out, it's time for the catcher Bycheck, who had a base hit his last time up, and he fouls it back. So yeah, chime in on the YouTube, on the comment section. I'll shout you out. Where are you writing in from? We've got international love in the house. I want to hear it. Who can comment? The Americans, the Canadians? We got a little battle on the YouTube. Maybe we can get a chat challenge up there, a voting competition, something. These two countries love competing. So feel free to chat it up in the comment section. 2-1 pitch is swung on and belted high and deep to center field. Back on it and caught in center. Fine job of tracking that ball down by Bennett Giffen. Not an easy ball to track in a high sky, but a cool as a cucumber going back on that thing. Had it all the way. Did the center fielder Austin Mavru, who has moved into center field for Bennett Giffen, unbeknownst to us. It's okay. Here comes Fletcher. Big Fletch. That right-handed upright stance. Had labrum surgery this past year, and so they've had to DH him mainly. He's a football guy, in case you couldn't guess. He plays the line, both sides of it, and a darn good one. And he's patient enough to stay off that Alex G. bender. Big Fletch, Milford High School, power hitter. Georgiadis deals, and that one's low. 2-2. Georgiadis with 2 outs, nobody on, trying to get a clean inning, and he's got it here. A 1-2-3 inning, a clean sheet for Georgiadis, who has recorded 5 of his 6 outs via the strikeout and has calmed things down in the D. Corktown Apothecary, pharmacy and general store right down the street. They're your partner in health, locally owned. They'll take care of your prescription needs, any kind of wellness needs. They'll do delivery and just basic general store goods. Go find my friend Ali right down the street at 1670 Michigan Avenue. or find him at corktownrx.com. If you need gas or you need a little fuel in your belly, go across the street. Corktown, Marathon and Subway at 1715 Michigan Avenue. Get some gas, get a Sammy, and get on your way. Marathon, Subway, Corktown. Oh, a fabulous fall ahead for Fast Sports. And this one is kind of fun. You pick the dates that you want to play. And it's a bundle deal. 12 games for $1,800 or 12 games for $2,000, depending on your age group. All at Warrior Park in Troy. You can do double headers or 3-game tournaments. And all a range of between 3 months of play. Get in on this. Contact Jeff Hubbard today. 404-964-1312 for more information. Sign up now. Welcome back to Detroit, Michigan. This is the section of Detroit called Corktown. And so I don't know if they have that in the GTA, but Corktown is a cool little hip town in Detroit. And it just happens to be the scene of the former Tiger Stadium, where the Detroit Tigers once roamed, and the Detroit Lions, by the way. Let's not forget about the Lions, who won their last championship in this very facility. Briggs Field, of course. Nevin Field. It's been called many names, but Tiger Stadium seems to ring the best. And it was the last in 1999. And it's a pretty old bird, and it's gone now, but they did the right thing. They came back and built around it and did some really nice things. And the folks at PAL, I know Jay Alexander was a big part of that resurrection, but those folks deserve a lot of credit. Strike three called. Russ Russell, a big part of it. Backwards K. Grant says, you do that, I can do one better. Backwards K, this is a strikeout. Hunter Sorrenti, and this was quick. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Boy, that's just a sharp little slider, and he's got that pitch. I mean, there's 4 pitches Lesko can throw. We've seen the fastball, the curveball, the changeup, and that's the slider he's been working on. By the way, the chat is heated up, and I love it. And everybody gets a shout out. Andrew M's in the house. Great catch, Austin. Kristen Patterson, who's watching from Reading, Pennsylvania. There's a shot to center field. That's a base hit. And a solid pop out of the 11-hitter, Cameron Moriera. So how about Moriera coming up and making good on his first at bat? This is what can get your team going.
Back to the top of the order for the Marlins.
Moriera steps up and pops one to center and gets it rolling. And that's the kind of thing that when you look down the line, those are guys you like to see succeed. And it's a guy that has really battled through a tough season at the plate. But you look at him and he's been due for that bust-out game. Maybe this is it for Cameron Moriera. He's also a big part of their bullpen and pitching core, but you know, you don't count on him for a lot of offense, but you get it there. And so now back to the top of the lineup. Here comes Jesse Agnew. Ground ball sharply down the line, and that's going to go for extra bases. Moriera around second. Moriera looks at third. Moriera's going to head home. Here comes the throw to the plate, and he is safe. Solid throw from the outfield from Nispinski via Lorraine, but Moriera motors around third to score to make it a 4-2 game. Thanks to the hit from Agnew, the double that cuts the lead in half. And there you see some of the trouble. It's a bullpen down there. It's a change of elevation. But how many times do you see it? Your nine hitter gets a base hit, Moriera, and starts a rally. And here comes Atherton to try to get things going for the Markham Mariners. Line softly to short and no play. Nispinski couldn't handle it. It was a little sharper hit than I thought originally. And Nispinski may not have had a chance to get Atherton, who does run well, but he does knock the ball down. That's going to be ruled a base hit. So, runners at the corners. Tying run at first. Here come the Mariners from Markham. Stand up GTA. Ground ball to third. That's through the hole. Base hit. Base hit for Alex Georgiadis, his second of the game. And it's now 4-3 as the Mariners cut it to 1. And Georgiadis has done it all for the Mariners today. And it's a 1-run game. Mariners just finding the hole, taking what's given to them. And Lesko, who's been nearly unhittable going into this inning, has given up 3 hits and 2 runs in this inning. And it all started with Moriera, the 11 hitter for the Mariners. Tying run at third. Line shot, center field off the glove of Nispinski. Into score comes Atherton. To third goes Georgiadis. It's an RBI single, and we're tied at 4 in the D. Austin Mavru with a base hit just off the tip of the glove of Nispinski. And the Mariners have been peppering the left side of the infield in this inning. A 3-run inning, and we are all knotted up. Here's another look. That base knock just off the glove of Nispinski. And we've got a stoppage in play. But how about the run the Mariners are on? Here comes Bennett Giffen. The umpires will talk about something. Meanwhile, let's get the folks in the chat chatted up. Little Miss Papa, 3 up, 3 down, is watching. Holly Mitchell also in the house from Uxbridge, Ontario. Andrew M. And Melissa Stoyanovich, who's loving the favorite meals of the players. Yeah, I love that too. I wonder what's being discussed here and now. But it's dialogue between the two coaches. It looks like it could be about the order of the lineup. After Mavru, Giffen came up. Prior to that, Adrian Lublin was in the lineup in that 5th spot. But remember, Lublin left the game with an injury. So I'm not sure the rulings on that of lineups and extra hitters, and you can remove them and put them back in. It gets very confusing in travel ball. But nonetheless, all is well. It's a 4-4 game. There's 1 out, and there goes the runner. And the throw back to third, and not going anywhere, is the runner at third, Georgiadis. So taking second is Mavru. Mavru at second, Georgiadis at third. The go-ahead run, and that go-ahead run is headed home. The throw to the plate, and it's in time. Georgiadis with a risky play, headed home, and a fine job to throw that thing home, and Bychek was there to slap it down for out number 2 and to keep this thing tied.
Next up for the
Fine poised play by the pitcher, Lesko, to get that thing back home and to field his position. So it's all up to Hutchinson to try to break this tie. 4-4 in the bottom of the 3rd. And this has been all the rage that we expected this Friday night feature to be. And we're only halfway home. Inside corner and missed. Mavru at third, Giffen at first, 3 runs in, 4 hits in the inning. Had just 1 hit coming into the inning. But the Mariners out of the greater Toronto area are standing up in the D today. Of course, Canada is, you know, for folks that grew up around here, very familiar. I mean, we grew up going to Canada on weekends, 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away from Metro Detroit, depending on where you're at. That one is fouled back. Cameron's uncle is in the house from Buenos Aires, Argentina. How about it? All right, Cameron. Where's Unc? Let's get him. Let's find him. What seat is he in? Cameron Moriera. Swing and a miss. Moriera, of course, started that rally. Argentinian. So the prep rocking from Argentina to Toronto to the D as baseballs get wasted away again. That one rolled across the street to the Corktown Tap House. Mitchell Moore, of course, our guest in the pregame, one of our sponsors. We thank our sponsors for this opportunity. 2-2, 2 outs. Breaking ball that had Danny Hutchinson back it up a bit. This is a nice looking pitch from Lesko. Full count, 2 outs, 3 runs in, 4-4 game. Giffen at first, Mavro at third. Hutchinson the batter. Popped him up first base side. Playable for Frickin', and that ends the inning, but not before. 3 runs in the inning to tie this thing at 4. Having some fun on a Friday night at the corner. Thanks for watching on the Prep. Who's ready to get in beach mode? It's the Fall Bash powered by Fast Sports, and we've got it on the September 12th, 13th weekend. Join us. There's still spots for the Beach Mode Fall Bash powered by Fast Sports.
The Markham Mariners are proudly sponsored by Baseball Development Group, located in Toronto. BDG is one of Canada's premier destinations for professional level assessments, player development, and sports therapy. Whether you're just beginning your athletic journey, preparing to compete at the highest levels, or working your way back from injury, BDG offers programs for athletes of all ages, skill levels, and locations. From the Youth and Futures programs designed to introduce athletes to specialized training, to the personalized high-performance program for high school, college, and professional athletes, every player receives expert instruction in a focused small group or one-on-one environment built around long-term development and success.
That's Brandon Lublin and the pride of the Markham Mariners. There you see, second year as the head coach for the Mariners, spent his time as an assistant, took last year off from coaching and kind of stepped away. His son, he was not coaching his son, and he missed it and wanted to get back into it. And but enjoyed last year just as a dad on the sidelines. But he played baseball as well and played men's baseball, Richmond Hills Men's Baseball League. And he's done it and continued. He loves the game, and he loves teaching these young men how to be better players and better human beings. He's one of the good ones, and that's Brandon Lublin, the head coach. And he has seen his team respond after they trailed 4-0 after the top of the first, and they've rallied for 4 unanswered to tie this thing in Detroit at the D-Town Classic presented by Fast Sports. Now a big part of the resurgence has been the relief pitching of Alex Georgiadis. And he's back out there, and now he will face Johnson, the 6-hitter and the second baseman. Lakeland High School is where he hails from. This guy can play anywhere. He's a utility guy, second baseman, 4th year with the team. And, you know, one of those guys that just does whatever you need. Hit first in the lineup. We've seen hit 9th. Doesn't care, no ego. Just wants to be on the team and help his team out. He's also a gamer. And so is Alex Georgiadis, who continues to hurl. That is strikeout number 6 for Alex G. And he gets Johnson this way. Tough to square this guy up. It's not hot. It's just well placed with a lot of movement. And that can get you a long ways in this great game of baseball. So here comes Austin Lorraine, the left fielder, batting 7th for the LCB Legends. The Legends are 15U, the Legends black. The Mariners are 16U AA. And so, without getting into all of, you know, why is 16U playing a 15U, it's all even in both systems. And it's too elaborate to get into, but let's just say it's not exactly 16 versus 15 today. Alex deals, and that one is popped up and out of play. 1-2 the count. Austin Lorraine, the left fielder, batting with 1 out and a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Georgiadis with another K. 2 up, 2 down. And when your team gets back in the game, you know, just like Georgiadis trying to hold it down, you want to come back and throw strikes and have shutdown innings. And he's continued to do that. And that is strikeout number 5 for Georgiadis. Lublin had 3 Ks in his 1 inning of work as well. By the way, Georgiadis has yet to give up a hit in his appearance here. So Antonio Peavy was something to try to say about that. The Milford Maverick awaits Georgiadis's dish. In on the inside corner. Top of the 4th inning. Georgiadis trying to make it a quick one for the Markham Mariners from Markham, Ontario. Got him on strikes. K number 6. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Nothing solved in a 4-4 game in the D-Town Classic from the Corner Ballpark.
The Markham Mariners are proudly sponsored by Baseball Development Group, located in Toronto. BDG is one of Canada's premier destinations for professional level assessments, player development, and sports therapy. Whether you're just beginning your athletic journey, preparing to compete at the highest levels, or working your way back from injury, BDG offers programs for athletes of all ages, skill levels, and locations. From the Youth and Futures programs designed to introduce athletes to specialized training, to the personalized high-performance program for high school, college, and professional athletes, every player receives expert instruction in a focused small group or one-on-one environment built around long-term development and success.
This tournament is sponsored by the Paddock Detroit. Detroit's premier racing simulator lounge. Keep the competition going off the field with professional-grade racing simulators for athletes, families, and fans of all ages. Walk in and get 10% off your visit or book online using promo code DTC10 for the same discount. Bring the team and see who takes the checkered flag at the Paddock Detroit. Must be over 4'8" to race. Go find them in Corktown, our neighbors, the Paddock Detroit. Good enough? There you see the skies starting to darken a bit. No threat of rain, but might want to get the lights on at some point soon. 4-4 ball game as you get a look at this beautiful corner ballpark. Got a new pitcher in this game. It's Lucas Naspinski on the mound for the LCB Legends. And Lucas, number 2, number 3 starter for most of this year. And we told you what great shape he is, how fast he is, can run the mile, can run the first to second. But he's coming in now to try to shut down the Markham Mariners, who last time up tied this game with 3 runs. And so Lucas Naspinski on in relief. He comes in from shortstop. Stoddard is now playing shortstop for the LCB Black. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The great Mark Feather is on the public address announcing system here. As always, the corner ballpark. Good to hear the docile tones of the Feather man. Now batting for Markham is number 32, Eason Mitchell. And he pops it up. Bycheck will give a chase and can't quite get to it. Good to talk to his father before the ball game. 4-4 game, bottom of the 4th. And a 6th inning affair that's scheduled. There's also time restrictions. So Naspinski deals high, and so 2-2 the count to Eason Mitchell. Got him on strikes. So Naspinski enters the game, gets a K, and that'll bring up Jacobs. Another look here at this pitch. Yeah, took something off it. Little downward drip. This one is sharply grounded to short, throw to first, and he got him. Oh, Stoddard, stop it. Fabulous play on the turf, diving to his right, and a dynamite throw to Frickin for the 2nd out of the inning. Let's look at that thing again, please. Stoddard absolutely robbing Jacobs of a base hit. And how about props to Frickin as well for the fine scoop at first. So 2 up and 2 down. Well played game here in this Friday night featured contest. We'll have the G of the game after this one's said and done, otherwise known as our winning team player of the game. Ground ball back to the pitcher. 1-2-3 inning for Naspinski. Some good help from Stoddard as shortstop with some stellar play. And we roll on with some good baseball. We're the Prep, powered today by Fast Sports. Who's ready to get in beach mode? It's the Fall Bash, powered by Fast Sports. And we've got it on the September 12th, 13th weekend. Join us. There's still spots for the Beach Mode Fall Bash, powered by Fast Sports. The crew is enjoying Happy's Pizza. And of course, there's other things to enjoy besides the pizza. The ribs, the chicken, the seafood. Detroit's original square pizza since 1969. multiple locations throughout Metro Detroit. You can order online at happyspizza.com and follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Don't want to cook this summer, too hot outside, go get Happy's and get happy. We thank them for the crew food today from the Corner Ballpark. That's Steve Anthony, the bench boss. He's from Northern Michigan, has found his home down here downstate. 7th season as the head coach of the Legends Black. Had a few seasons with Legacy prior to coming over to the good side. Boyne Falls is where he went to high school. Central Michigan, fire up Chippewas. Interpersonal communication and public speaking. I was once in that program there. Outside of baseball, yeah, he owns a biomedical company. He's balling. And fun fact, he began his career as an ICU nurse. And you see Steve, he doesn't strike you as a nurse, but look, who am I to judge? Look at Steve. I mean, he was in the weight room before the game, pumping iron. This guy lives and breathes baseball. Glad to have his son on the squad, just like the Markham Mariners head coach, Brandon Lublin. And there he is, Steve Anthony. And he loves his team having this opportunity today to be broadcasted, have this memory. Steve Anthony gets it. There's Rosette. They've got one of the best Reuben sandwiches you'll ever eat. Not afraid to tell you that. They're one of our sponsors. They're across the street. I think we'll have that tomorrow. But today it's Happy's Pizza, and we're always happy to have Happy's. Delicious. And we thank our friend Marvin Mansour and the great folks at Happy's Pizza. Delicious pizza, ribs, chicken, everything. And we're fortunate to have some good sponsors. We're tied as we go to the top of the 5th. Don't forget to chime in on this YouTube page, the comment section. It's slowing down a little bit. I'm getting lonely here. Come on, chat it up. There's a drive to right. That one's going to drop. It's going to hit in front of Mavro for a base hit. Agnew will actually come over as well. So it's a leadoff single off the bat of Lesko, who started this game as the starting pitcher. Lesko can hit now. And he shows it there. Lesko, a Novi High School guy. That's a great program over there. We've had Coach on the air. Novi state champions 4 years ago. Bless you, by the way. Tied at 4, 1 strike. Georgiadis has just given up his first hit in his 3 innings of work. And work he has done. So, and guys have seen him through, full time now. Strike called. Good luck hitting this pitch. I mean, look where this pitch is located. Frickin' the batter. I mean, just perfectly placed. And a last-second bite. We'll see if Lesko's off and running here. He's not. And an excuse me swing from Frickin'. That one's circling back, and it hit the bag. No. That was kind of a fun roll. That looked like Evan Westfall in his approach shot to the green, trying to rim one around. Can we see that, Ross, when you're ready? That's a good look. That ball boomeranging around. And, yeah. Look at this thing wanted to come back. Frickin' says, I better get on my horse. That one's fouled back. We sit at 1-2. Go to fastsports.com to get the latest on the schedules. Schedules change. People change. Schedules change too. And nobody does a better job of adapting than Ron Reed and Jeff Hubbard. So find out where teams are at tomorrow. There's 2 games. Might have changed, might not have, but keep your head on a swivel. Big-time opportunities. That's strike 3, by the way. Georgiadis is back to his old tricks. And there's now 2 outs. So here comes Brody Anthony, the right fielder.
Brady Anthony.
Brody Anthony, Walled Lake Western kid. How about being a varsity wrestler as a freshman at Western? That's what Brody Anthony is. And talk about guys that are tougher than a $2 steak. Pound for pound, I'll take Anthony against anybody. Had to get out of the way there, 3-1. But he's part of that great Walled Lake Western program. They had a coaching change in baseball a year ago. But Anthony's one of those cool hybrids of two-sport wrestling, baseball. Not many of those still around. Lesko at first, 1 out, 3-1 pitch. And Georgiadis has walked the 9-hitter, Anthony. So now some thinking has to be done, and Brandon Lublin on cue comes out to have a word. We'll step aside in Detroit. Tie game at 4, 1 out, 2 men on. Back with more after these.
By combining cutting-edge technology, data-driven assessments, and proven training methods, BDG's experienced coaching staff, led by Mateos Kakatos, is dedicated to helping athletes develop the skills, confidence, and mindset needed to reach their full potential. Many current and former BDG staff members bring Major League Baseball experience, including Toronto Blue Jays chiropractor Dr. Ryan Faubert, who leads BDG's on-site sports therapy clinic. Dr. Faubert and his team specialize in injury assessment, rehabilitation, performance therapy, and return-to-play programming. And it helps athletes stay healthy and perform at their best. Whether your goal is to improve your game, reach the next level of competition, or recover from injury, BDG provides everything today's athlete.
Back to the action. It was not a pitching change as we had thought. It was just a discussion. And the first pitch after that discussion, Georgiadis hits the batter. So that got him in the noggin. No harm done. Georgiadis has thrown 52 pitches now. So 52 pitches. And again, the pitch counts in Canada are a little different. So Georgiadis, a guy they'd love to have work a little bit more in this tournament, is a guy they may have to be careful with here. Bases are loaded, and that one is stopped by Sorrenti. So bases are full of LCB legends black. It's Lesko at third, Anthony at second, it's Stoddard at first. And Georgiadis has sort of lost it here in the 5th. He's trying to bounce back, though, with 1 out. That one is grounded sharply to short and through the hole. Moriera comes up with it and left. Into score comes Lesko, and the tie is broken. It's 5-4, LCB black. Another look here. Just drove it right in the hole. And taking advantage of it. And it's Naspinski with the RBI. So 5-4 now, and bases still loaded. Ground ball to short. Scooped up, Hutchinson throw to first, and it gets away. And another run's going to score. Anthony in, Stoddard right behind him. Naspinski's going to come to third, throw to the plate, and he is safe. Sorrenti couldn't hold on to it. And Anthony might have kicked it out of the glove inadvertently of Sorrenti. And it's now 8-4 as LCB Black matches their first run tally and doubling up the Mariners right now. There's a lot going on here. Throw gets away, hits off the wall. Jacobs retrieves it, throws home. It's a dart. The tag was there. He would have been out if the ball was hung onto by Sorrenti. But instead, a great slide, ball karate kicked out, run in. 8-4, just like that. Fly ball center field deep, and that's going to get beyond the outfielders, Agnew and Mayru. In to score comes Agrest, and it's now 9-4 on the RBI triple off the bat of the catcher, Ray Bychek. How about this? Bychek with a blaster right center. And going to get a courtesy runner. And it'll be Quinn Frickin to pinch run. But how about that blast by Ray Bychek, who's been a big part of this game. And here comes Colton Fletcher, the extra hitter. Ground ball to short, handled by Hutchinson. Throw is low, scooped by the first baseman, Jacobs, for the out. Run comes in to score. Frickin scores. It's 10-4. It's a 6th-run 5th inning for the Legends Black. That's an RBI ground out off the bat of Colton Fletcher. And Big Fletch gets an RBI to his credit. And the Milford Maverick gets this thing to double digits. So here comes Will Johnson. Johnson, the batter. He fouls it back. There's a shot to left center field, and that's down for a base hit. Will Johnson deals another one. And so, what an inning for LCB Black. They keep it rolling.
Next up in the letters, number 6, Austin Lorraine.
Here comes Lorraine, the batter. Georgiadis wearing it, and he is seeing this attack after not giving up a hit coming into the inning. So credit the adjustment by LCB Black in this 5th inning. And what a 5th inning it's been. 4 hits in the inning. They have taken advantage of some errors. Swing and a miss. Georgiadis adds to that strikeout tally. He now has 7, but not before LCB Black gets 6 in the 5th to take a 6-run lead here at the D-Town Classic. If you need gas or you need a little fuel in your belly, go across the street. Corktown, Marathon, and Subway at 1715 Michigan Avenue. Get some gas, get a Sammy, and get on your way. Marathon, Subway, Corktown.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Chad Bush here with you. We are the Prep. Glad to bring you baseball. Thanks to our friends at Fast Sports. And this will indeed be the last at bat for the Markham Mariners, regardless of what happens. It appears that was just announced. And there you see the skies. Yeah, there's some wicked stuff coming in. By the way, I want to thank everybody for writing into the broadcast. The comments are awesome. We love it. Appreciate the participation. And thanks to everybody who's made this possible. We thank our sponsors. We thank you, the listeners and the viewers. Shout out to everybody who has chimed in as well. Our friend Uncle Unk, we'll call him, who's watching in Buenos Aires. And who wins today's international battle? Look at Canada showing out, 69%. Who wins the battle? Yeah, Canada. They are behind right now, but winning on YouTube for sure. Andrew M. says Alexander is pitching lights out. Kristen Patterson also back in the chat. Way to go, Lucas. And Vamos Cameron from Jeanette Santos, who is watching from Buenos Aires, Argentina on this beautiful Friday night. Wherever you are, thanks for watching. And we've got our G of the game coming up after this one's said and done. The Legends with a 10-4 lead. They led 4-0. The Mariners fought back and tied it at 4 in the third. No scoring in the fourth by either team. And then a 6th-run fifth for the LCB Black. And now a strikeout. Out on strikes is Moriera, who started that 3-run rally in the third. And here's another look at the Naspinski strikeout. Naspinski came on in relief of Lesko. Lesko struck out 5, gave up 4. There's a shot to left, and that's a base hit for Jesse Agnew, his second of the game. And so Agnew is on with 1 out. Now, don't forget, the Mariners had 1 out when they started their rally in the third. There you see, nice piece of hitting. It's James Atherton. Agnew, a guy that has been consistent at the top of the lineup, very good in this season. There's Agnew taking off, going to second, gets in safely. Agnew just does everything. Utility pitcher when needed. Tough player. And a guy that just gets on base like he did there again. Here's James Atherton, the very athletic, speedy young man. Gotta like a guy that has size and speed. A lot to work with in James Atherton. A lot of upside for him. And he's got a player in scoring position. And that's a Naspinski pitch that was nasty. Looked kind of like the Georgiadis action. There's a sharp grounder to third, backhanded. The throw to first, not in time, but a great effort and a rob job maybe of a double by Austin Lorraine, who started in left field but is now at third base. It's a base hit for James Atherton. And then headed to second, or headed from second to third, was Agnew. And so now Agnew at third. And Atherton at first. Back-to-back hits. And here is Alex Georgiadis, who has been outstanding offensively in this game. He's had some incredible pitching moments as well. Let's not forget he had 3 straight shutdown innings before things started to roll off a bit in the 5th. Bottom of the 5th inning. A 6-run lead that was a tie game when we started the top of the 5th. There goes the runner, throw down to second, and that is not in time. So as advertised by Brandon Lublin, this is a team that will run, steal bases, aggressive, and gritty. Coach Lublin, by the way, has some roots, we mentioned, back to Walled Lake. There's the ball that gets past the catcher. Into score comes Agnew, and it's now 10-5. But Brandon Lublin, the head coach, his grandfather, Daniel Lublin, owned Ryan's Tavern in Walled Lake. It's now Uptown Grill, but Ryan's Tavern was a great place to go. And so Lublin can recall going there. His father's from Walled Lake, and he lived there in the mid-'80s, 83 to 85, just a few years, but really loved the States. Was born in Toronto and then moved to the States and then back to Toronto. So a guy that really has seen it all and lived it. Some folks can have opinions on both, but Lublin's lived in both countries. Now we've got a pitching discussion. We'll step aside, and we've got a change. The change has been made, and we're back with more from the corner ballpark right after this.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
And we've got it on the September 12th, 13th weekend. Join us. There's still spots for the Beach Mode Fall Bash, powered by Fast Sports. Corktown Apothecary, pharmacy and general store right down the street. They're your partner in... Now then, runners at the corner still. No change was made. A lengthy discussion. Shout out to the Georgiadises. Philip writes in. Rooting on Alex. Ball gets away. Here comes the runner, and nobody's covering. And a heads-up play by Atherton to score. So it's now 10-6. So... things getting a little sloppy, and the Mariners are staying aggressive and staying true to their core. And heads up baseball. This is Austin Mavru, one of the top starting pitchers in this team and also an anchor in the outfield position. Hit a big-time home run earlier this year against their division rival, the Bradford Tigers. And he will take first base. So he draws a walk, and the tying run now comes to the on-deck circle. The Tigers are playing down the road against the Phillies. And here comes Bennett Giffen. And as you can imagine, most of these players from Markham are fans of the Toronto Blue Jays. I apologize. I said the Maple Leaves earlier. That's a naughty word in these Red Wing parts here in Hockey Town. But mad respect to the original 6 rivals from the Great North. Runner at first is Mavru. Runner at second is Moriera. And all of a sudden, Naspinski is sort of having to work through some things. He was cruising 10-6 in what might be the final inning here on this Friday night 6 o'clock game. Pitch that just misses on the inside corner. Jonta Wright said so. He's called a fair game. Taj Mustafa is the field umpire. Swing and a miss. And the count is now full. This is what they call a leverage pitch upcoming. Fly ball left field, fairly deep down the line, and that is fair. That's going to score a run. Moriera around third. He'll score. Mavrota third, not in time. Oh, wow. 10-7. The Legends by just a field goal after they had a 6-run lead to start the inning. The Markham Mariners aren't going anywhere on this Friday night. How about this bomb down the left field line? And stand up. I mean, this is a big-time comeback. And timeout. It was Giffen that had the hit. He will hobble off. He looks like he's a little bit banged up. Meanwhile, the Legends Black are going to go to the bullpen. I promise you this time. And we'll step aside. It's getting interesting in the D. Don't go anywhere. We're the Prep. Who's ready to get in beach mode? It's the Fall Bash powered by Fast Sports. And we've got it on the September 12th, 13th weekend. Join us. There's still spots for the Beach Mode Fall Bash powered by Fast Sports.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Want to thank our friends at Rosette Market Cafe right across the street, 1611 Michigan Avenue. You can see them from here. Excellent sandwiches, convenience store. My man Sam over there, he wanted to be a sponsor, and we it was an easy renewal from last year. We appreciate it. And so our good friends, Rosette Market Cafe across the street, go find them. They've got general store sandwiches, which are amazing. And we appreciate their sponsorship, Rosette. There they are. Look at that scene. Now then, we've got the tying run to the plate. There's one out, runners at second and third. A new pitcher by the name of Stoddard is in. Caden Stoddard, the third pitcher to enter this ball game. Stoddard a Lakeland high school player. He's only played one tournament this year with LCB Black. And he also plays with the 16U LCB Legends Black as a shortstop. And he comes in and gets a strikeout here. A big K to get Danny Hutchinson. And now he'll try to shut it down to get Eason Mitchell. Perhaps the last opportunity of the night for the Markham Mariners. Popped him up, middle of the infield. Calling him off at third base. And this ball game is over. Out recorded, catch made by Lorraine. Ball game over, 10-7. The Legends hold on to win it over the Mariners in 5 full innings. What a ball game. Tied at 4 at one point, and a gallant effort here by the Markham Mariners, playing far from home. Back with a wrap-up and the G of the game right after this.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
With our G of the game, and it's none other than Ray Bychek, who came up with that big triple, two-run triple, and that was a big part of the ball game, getting that offense going. Just talk about the momentum changer that hit was and how good it felt.
Just the run around third. I've been slumping a little lately, and just first pitch I saw, I just let loose, and yeah.
You could tell you've been in the weight room, and the coach told me that after that ball game down in Indianapolis, you rallied them. Late night, 2 a.m. weight room session. Tell me about that.
I didn't play my best, and I was just kind of mad, so didn't have anything else to do. So, yep.
There's different ways to lead, right? I mean, some guys talk and some guys take action. All ways work. It seems like, though, your way is leading by example, and that can be effective, right?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a little more on the quiet side, so I got to step up on the field whenever I can.
Well, it was a loud hit. It got your team going. This was a game that went back and forth. You had the 4-0 lead, then it was 4-4, and then you put up a 6-run inning. Behind home plate, you also had to endure your pitchers.
Yeah.
And so talk about getting through this game and trying to get through this tournament and what it's like.
Pitching staff's good. We're just going to keep fighting. They just have to throw strikes, and we'll win every game.
Talk about this team, LCB Black, and what it's like to be a part of this group.
Everyone's such a good teammate to one another. We all get along, and the only thing we need is someone to get it going. We got pretty quiet in the middle of the game there, but after that 6-run inning, we got us going, and we just get hot, and we just don't stop.
All right, man. So now what's next for you guys tonight? How do you celebrate a win like this in Detroit?
We went to the Tigers game yesterday. We're still pretty tired, so probably just go home.
All right, that a boy. All right, man. Congratulations. You're our G of the game, presented by G-Brand USA. The Novi Wildcat, most of the year, but right now he's the LCB Black MVP, better known as the G of the game. Congratulations, Ray. All the best the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, man. Back with more to wrap things up from Detroit. A 10-7 win for LCB Black over the Markham Mariners. More to come right after this here on the.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
It was a 4-run first. LCB Black got things rocking. The Legends, 4 runs in that first inning. And we talked about Bychek, who had the big triple, a couple RBIs, but Nespinski was big too, 2 for 3. A couple of singles came in in relief. And it was a collective effort to get things rolling. Markham would come back and show some life. Not easy to come down after a long journey from the GTA, but Markham did it, and they would rally, and they got a little help from the pitchings of the relief pitcher, Georgiadis, who kept him in this thing Lesko, though, he was dealing. Lesko had a fine performance, went 3 innings to start things and get it rolling. He did give up the 6 hits and the 4 runs, struck out 5. And there you see one of the 5 strikeouts in the ball game. But Markham was pesky, and they kept coming. And there you see, coming home, run scored by Moriera. He got the rally going in that inning. How about Moriera in this game, who had a hit, and it started that 3-run inning. Georgiadis dealing. He had a nice line in this game. Came on in relief from Lublin, went 3 1/3. At one point, hadn't given up a hit. He had 6 strikeouts. He finished with 8 Ks, 2 walks, 4 runs, and 4 hits, but he kept him in it. But that 6-run inning in the 5th for the LCB Legends, Black frickin' in to score. And that was enough to hold on. 10-7 would be the final. There you see the strikeout. And this was Naspinski who came on in relief before Stoddard faced the final 2. And in the end, LCB Legends Black wins it 10-7 over the Markham Mariners. Special thanks to both head coaches, Brandon Lublin for the Mariners, Steve Anthony from the Legends Black. Special thanks to Ron Reed of Fast Sports, Jeff Hubbard, also of Fast Sports, all of our great sponsors. Stay tuned to The Prep 3 on social media. We think we've got a game or 2 tomorrow. We're going to figure it out tonight. We'll talk to the folks, the powers that be, and we'll have a selection in the morning or later on tonight. Who knows who it might be? But for now, it's so long from the D-Town Classic presented by Fast Sports. My name is Chad Bush. Once again, your final score tonight. The LCB Legends Black win at 10-7 over the Markham Mariners. Thank you for watching. Have a great Friday night, everybody. So long from Detroit.